you through a process to understand, because Turiya, just I say explanation of the word Turiya, you will not make it understand. I'll have to take you through a teaching,
yes,
a systematic way. So the question is, what is Turiya? The word Turiya means beyond three. Beyond three is called Turiya. It doesn't say what is Turiya. It says just beyond three. So now, what is beyond three? To understand, you need to little bit go through a process called prakriya. So the prakriya is the ability of the spiritual master. Like when you go to a doctor, a surgeon, he will cut open something and show and remove something. It's a physical surgery. Prakriya is a spiritual surgery. Okay. So in spirituality, we can explain in dictionary meaning of Turiya. But what is Turiya? Understand, you have to go through a prakriya. That's true for any of the spiritual terms. So I'm going to take you through one prakriya called Avastha Traya Prakriya. This Avastha Traya means the three states of consciousness: waking state, dream state, and deep sleep state. It's called Avastha Traya. So what is beyond Avastha Traya is called Turiya. Okay. So let me ask you the question. You are in the waking state now, right? And you go through a dream state, and you go to a deep sleep state. So, Pankaj ji, you had a good sleep yesterday?
yes.
In sleep, was Pankaj ji there? When you go to sleep, there's no Pankaj ji, there's no world, there's no mind, nothing is there. Right? But Pankaj ji is sitting in front of me in the waking state. But if I ask Pankaj ji, where are you in deep sleep? You say yes. Is it reality? Did you had a good sleep?
Only when you get up.
But only when you get up, Pankaj ji comes up. When you get up, you come up. But in sleep, you're not there. In your own experience, not my experience. In my experience, your head body is sleeping there. But in your own experience, the experiencer is not there. Understand?
Yes.
So now, one who was sleeping and one who is woken up, are they same? One and the same or different?
They are the same, but one who's sleeping and
we have to answer the question from sleeper's point of view, not from the person who is looking from outside.
okay.
You have to answer your question from your own experience point of view. In your own experience, sleeper, if I ask Pankaj ji who is in sleeping, what are they experiencing? What do you say?
As a sleeper,
As a sleeper,
you don't even know you're sleeping.
I don't know anything.
Yeah.
Nothing is there.
You're just blank.
Okay, blank. Or blank also you don't know.
No.
Nothing is there. That's your own experience in sleep. See, spirituality is always about our own experience,
Yes.
not as told by somebody. Okay. But when I wake up, I'll ask you, did you sleep well? You say, I slept well. But then I say, in deep sleep, you are not there. From your own experience. All right? Then are you telling the truth?
You're just saying it because you're feeling rested well in your awake.
The one who is feeling rested well also was not there.
Yes. When you're sleeping.
When you were sleeping, nobody was there, including you. So when you wake up, a personality has come up. Okay? The personality was not there in sleep.
Yeah.
The waking state personality appeared. And the personality which appeared claimed that I slept. Not that personality was there in sleep.
Correct.
You understand?
Yeah.
This is typically a claim, not a reality.
Yes.
You understand the difference?
So, what is the reality?
We'll find out. That's finding out the reality is finding out Turiya.
Okay.
What is the reality? When you find out, you understand Turiya. Understand? So is this clear to you?
Yes.
A waking state personality called Pankaj was not there in sleep. But still, waking state personality called Pankaj claims that I slept, which is a false claim. Okay. So then, did you have a dream? Do you dream?
Yes. Many times you don't remember, but yes.
The dreams are there.
Yeah.
Did Pankaj of waking state had a dream?
That again is a very fine balance.
The dream Pankaj, the dream state who you are,
Correct.
is a very different personality. In dream, you may be a young boy.
Yes.
You may be going to some other place.
So very.
So the time and place is altered.
Correct.
Okay. You may be going to your village, or you may be going to another country. So dream personality and dream world is different from the waking personality and waking world.
Correct.
But still, the waker claims I was the dreamer. How it's possible? There should be some continuity between these two.
Correct.
The place is not continuous. In waking state, you're in Bangalore. In dream, you are in Paris. You don't even know how you went into Paris.
So these are different states basically, and it's a very fine line between your conscious and dream state. And
see, basically, we are taking our life as assumed as something.
correct.
Reality, when we start questioning, we find out holes in that assumption. That's called Maya.
Right.
We are living in a sort of dream world.
Yeah.
We are thinking that this is reality. So when I question only, the reality will open up. Until that reality doesn't open up. In dream world, waking state Pankaj was not there in the dream world. Dream world, there was some Pankaj, or maybe some other different name also, different place also. Okay. So now, was dream real for you? Was your dream, any dream real?
In a dream state, yes, it is.
When you are dreaming, dream is real.
Yeah.
When you are waking up, when you wake up, you say dream is unreal.
Correct.
Dream is unreal because what happened? I went to Paris in the dream. I went to see Eiffel Tower and all.
Yeah.
But when you wake up, Eiffel Tower is not there, Paris is not there. Where was that? The dream world was created in your mind.
In your mind.
Correct, no?
Correct.
So for a waking person, dream world is unreal. For a dreaming person, waking world is unreal.
Yes. Yes.
Our waking world disappears in the dream. For a dreamer, if you ask,
Yeah.
in the waking state, you are in Bangalore. He says, no, I'm in Paris only. I have been living in Paris only. He'll say. For him, it is real. So out of these, which is real? Out of these two, which is real?
Both now seem to be unreal.
Both are unreal. Both from waker point of view, dream is unreal. From dreamer point of view, waker is unreal.
Right.
From deep sleep point of view, person point of view, deep sleeper point of view, both waking and dream are unreal because they are all not there.
From which point of view?
Sleeper.
From sleep.
From
Yes.
deep sleep point of view, waker is unreal and dreamer is unreal.
Yes. In your deep sleep.
Deep sleep person, if deep sleep, one is deep for deep sleep. Bangalore is unreal, Paris is unreal.
Correct.
Right?
Yes.
So in these three states, each state says other states are unreal. Waker says dream is unreal, deep sleep is unreal because deep sleep nothing was there. Deep sleep person says waker is unreal, dreamer is unreal. Dreamer says waker is unreal. Then who is telling the truth? Is there truth in this?
It's there is something else to it.
So one who is in all the three states only can tell what is real and what is unreal. The waker comes up and he claims something and he disappears in dream. Dreamer comes up and claims something and he disappears in waking state. Somebody who is in all the three states only knows the reality. That all the three states one is present is called I, the Atma, the witness.
Which never changes.
Which never changes. The states change, but witness never changes. That's why you say, I was born in Bangalore, I was born in Pune, I grew up in this thing, I'm in Bangalore now, I'm going somewhere. That I never changes. That's the unchanging I behind all our experiences. Everything else is changing.
Right.
Understand? So the changing aspect is called three states: waking state, dream state, deep sleep state. The unchanging is called Turiya.
And that's not experienced by a normal person. Unless
No.
you get the self-realization.
No. You are experiencing I. Always you are experiencing unchanging I. But you don't recognize that unchanging I. You confuse that with the personality. See, you have always said I am going, I am coming, I am grown. I is always there. You're experiencing all this time I. I means you know I. I is not visible. Okay, it's unchanging. But you always confuse with the personality. Waking state, dream state, deep sleep personality. You haven't identified it. Difference between realized person and unrealized person is he realizes that, identifies that I unchanging clearly. And he doesn't confuse with the changing I, changing body. Very clear? So that unchanging I is called Shiva, unchanging is called Atma or Turiya or Brahman, God. Which is there for everybody. But everybody doesn't recognize that. They always confuse themselves with the body, mind, and intellect. Personality.
And is the Turiya, once you experience Turiya?
You don't experience Turiya, you are Turiya.
Right.
How will you experience I?
Identify Turiya as yourself.
Yeah.
Is that the same as Kundalini Jagrut? Or
see, when you identify yourself as Turiya, that's called Atma Jnana. Okay?
Yeah.
The Kundalini awakening is a progressive step. Where progressively your mind becomes purer and purer and stay always as I. Right now, I tell you now, you are pure I, you are Shiva consciousness. Yeah. By the moment you go outside, again the mind will start drifting. Mind will become identified personality. That purification of the mind is called Kundalini awakening. The final Jnana is called Sahasrara or real I. Both are same. You will not, unless the mind is able to hold on to that, it will just fall back.
Basically, Kundalini is the journey.
Kundalini is the journey.
And
the realization is Sahasrara, Turiya or Sahasrara is the destination. But destination is not a journey. Anytime you can go. All the time you know, I came, I go. But still you'll confuse with the body and mind. Are you clear?
I think there's quite a bit of clarity.
You understood what is Turiya? Yes. Turiya is not a state to be achieved.
To be realized.
Turiya is what you are.
Yeah. It's just got to be realized.
Right now, you are what you are. You are not recognizing. You are confusing the body and mind and personality, which is coming up and going. Body, mind, and personality is not stable. Your body was yesterday was different, day before yesterday was different, now it's different. But the personality seems to be, I am only Pankaj, you'll say. You're confusing the real I with the changing I. There are two parts to us, real I and changing I. Which of you are real you? There is a changing I, which is the body and mind, and unchanging I, which is there in you.
Unchanging is the actual.
Unchanging is the real I. Okay? But you are confusing with the changing I. This confusion is common to all. That confusion is called Maya.
Yes. I think it's quite clear now.
The unchanging sky is called Turiya. You will not experience unchanging eye.
Yeah.
You will not confuse unchanging eye with the changing eye. That's called Atma.
Okay, one more on the same lesson. Sorry, just one more. Now, there are two terms that come to mind. Nirvikalpa and Savikalpa.
Okay.
I don't know if the term is...
So, next question. Yeah, first of all, let me complete this avastadare prakriya. So, there is unchanging in you and there is a changing in you. Atma is no confusion between changing and unchanging.
Yes.
Holding on to, I am the unchanging way. Okay. So, that holding on or being always unchanging eye depends on the purity of the mind. If the mind is not this thing, it will always jump.
Yes.
So the mind has to be made purer and purer through sadhana, which is called Kundalini or Bhakti Yoga. Yoga is sadhana. Purity of the mind. The clarity of the intellect is jnana. Right now, whatever clarity I have given is Tattvamasi jnana. Tattvamasi,
Yeah.
but saying Tattvamasi doesn't help her.
But actual experience, identifying it.
Identifying clearly Tattvamasi is the teaching.
Correct.
So I have told you how to identify Tattvamasi. Right?
Yes.
Otherwise, just say Tattvamasi, it doesn't help you.
No.
What is Tattvamasi? I am told you clearly. But the clarity of the intellect is what is given through teaching. The purity of the mind is achieved through sadhana. That is called Kundalini Yoga. Any yoga is called that.
Yes.
So it's like this. A rich man loses his son in a marketplace. He keeps on searching for his son, but he is not able to find. After 18 years, somebody finds his son. So he is a beggar in that city. The rich man says, shall you bring your son back? No, don't bring him back. First, give him some money. So from beggar, you give him some employment. Let him do some work. So they give some money and he starts becoming an employee. Then he starts become more successful and start doing a business. So one day he's become a successful businessman. Then father says, now tell him that I am your father. So then he accepts his father. As a beggar, he cannot accept him as a father. Too much of a gap. Understand? So giving some money, otherwise also he is a father only. Okay. So Tattvamasi, if you are told for a person who is in a miserable condition, he will not understand, accept it. He has to come out of that. For that coming out of that is called sadhana. But then finally telling Tattvamasi is teaching. Tattvamasi is not realization. After that Tattvamasi teaching, there is no realization. It's a recognition. Okay. So now he accepts his father. Before that, for a beggar, he is told, this is your father. He will not accept it. How can I am a beggar? He has to rise. That rising is called awakening, yoga, sadhana. He is your father is the jnana. The jnana can be given anytime, but will he be able to accept it? Understand? Take your own somebody, no? You are God, you are Brahman. Oh, how can I be? He'll say. Because the mind purity is not there.
Yes.
Right? Mana eva karanam manushyanam bandhamokshayo. Our mind causes illusion. From that illusion, we have to come out progressively. Is called yoga. There's Kundalini Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, Kriya Yoga. All those are progressively coming out. Jnana Yoga is directly recognizing who am I.
Right.
Theoretically, anytime you can recognize who you are. But practically, you cannot stay there because you feel fall back. Mind will pull you down.
Yes.
Is it clear?
Absolutely. But what you have explained is absolutely clear.
Now, let me ask you. You are in a waking state now. Right? So let me ask you. Are you in the waking state or a dream state?
Waking state, right?
How do you know? How do you know you are in a waking state?
Unless there is another state which I haven't experienced.
In the waking state, you'll never know you're in waking state. You'll never know.
Right.
In the dream also, you say, I am in waking state only.
True.
In dream also you'll say you are in waking state, because dream also appears to be waking only.
It's as real as
Waking. So understand, when you are dreaming, the dream is waking. When waking, even though you are dreaming, it's waking only. So what is the difference between waking and dreaming?
No, there is no difference.
There's no difference. Understand? So waking state is also a dream. Okay? The waking state dream is called Maya. You will never be able to know which is waking and which is dreaming anytime. So how many states are there now? Waking, dreaming, deep sleep. How many states are there really?
One.
Deep sleep and dream.
Dream.
Waking is a dream, dream is a dream.
Okay.
So instead of 3 states now, there are 2 states. Understand? Are you clear?
Deep sleep and
Dream state. The waking dream is called Maya. There are only 2 states. Earlier we started with 3 states are real.
correct.
Now only 2 states are there. Now dream is unreal anyway. The dream is false anyway. Any dream is false. Waking dream or dreaming dream, both are false.
So, no, but dream is real when you are dreaming.
Dream is real when you are dreaming. In the waking state, dream is false.
Correct.
Waking state is false in the dreaming state. Right? From both point of view, look at it. Both are false. One who is seeing from both the states, both are false. So you are one who is seeing both the states. The Turiya is the one who is aware of both the states. From his point of view, both dream and deep waking state are false.
Correct.
Correct, no? Then how many states are there now?
One. It's come down to deep.
Deep sleep, where there's no world, nothing,
Correct.
actually is one with Turiya.
So Turiya is deep sleep, or it's better than deep sleep?
No. Turiya, deep sleep, there's no world. There's no world, nothing is there.
Correct.
If you're able to achieve a deep sleep state in a waking state, it's called Samadhi. The problem is not in deep sleep. The person who is seeking is not in deep sleep. Deep sleep person has no problem. The person in the waking state is seeking.
Correct.
He has a problem.
Correct.
He has ignorance.
Correct.
He has to get rid of his ignorance by going to a state called Samadhi, which is like sleep. To understand only sleep is the reality.
Yes.
Right? The waking state person, if he goes to a sleep-like state, it's called waking sleep. Jagrata Sushupti. He is fully awake, but he knows there's no world, there's no body, there's no mind. Then his ignorance is gone.
So you're awake, you're aware that I'm in total.
There's nothing real. Okay, that's called Samadhi. This is called awakening, full awakening.
Yes.
Are we clear? So, in dream state, you went into a forest. Okay, and a tiger chased you, and you jumped into the river to survive, and you woke up. So now, after waking up, the tiger was you, the forest was you, the river was you. Your own consciousness appeared as that, right? Was there a tiger really? Was there a duality?
Yes.
The duality was there in deep sleep. But you don't know that it's not dual. The duality is not real in that. It was real. False. I was the tiger. If you knew you are the tiger, will you run away from tiger?
No.
And the dream is a Maya. So there appears to be difference and you start running away. Now waking state is also Maya. The one who is speaking, one who is listening is same. You don't know that.
Right. Yes.
Understand?
I I get what you're saying.
There's no duality in waking state also.
Yes.
But duality appears to be real in the waking state. There's no other in the waking state. The only consciousness there, Turiya only is there, appearing as many. Like water only appears as many waves.
Yeah.
That's called Advaita. There's no two. The two is just appearance, not real. This realization has to happen, go deeper in the waking state. Now, waking state, the moment you see somebody, oh, let's see this person, that separation starts coming. With a clear jnana, that separation starts dropping.
If there's everybody is the same, then what is that?
I'm seeing.
Is there a form?
A form is there.
Right.
I'm seeing myself in you. My Turiya in you. I'm Turiya and you are Turiya. That I'm seeing. So let's say I give you two chocolates.
Not in this physical form.
I give you two chocolates.
Right.
Okay, let's say two chocolates are there. So what do you see in Turiya? I give two chocolates. Okay, chocolate 1 and chocolate 2. Chocolate 1 has a wrapper, chocolate 2 has a wrapper. What is chocolate actually? Wrapper chocolate or inside what is chocolate? Inside is a wrapper. So inside what you are seeing is I am seeing myself. I'm not seeing the wrapper. The body is a wrapper. The same self is seen in you and me. That's called non-duality, Advaita. Wrapper is not chocolate. What is inside is chocolate.
Yeah.
So your wrapper is your body.
But I'm still, my question is, that chocolate, what you're seeing as me and as everybody, what is the form of that?
There's no form. There's a form.
Is it just light?
The inner self is no form.
This
Is no form. When you say I, the I has no form. I is formless. But I am body is a form.
Correct.
Right?
Yeah.
So the formless reality you start seeing in everybody.
And that you see it as a light?
No. You don't see as a light or anything. You know. It's like, for example, do you exist, sir? Do you exist?
Yes.
I mean, how do you know you exist? You know it. That's all. Atma is simply know it.
Right.
I am pervading, all pervading. That is simply knowing. It's called intuitive knowledge. It's not inference knowledge or it's not intellectual knowledge. It is intuitive knowledge. When you say I, it's intuitive knowledge.
Yes.
But what is not intuitive is the I in you, I in he, I in her are one and same. That falsehood, that separation starts dropping. I am the one who is present in all. The real I. It's not a form. It's an intuitive knowledge. It's called aparoksha jnana.
A lot of thinking required.
Yeah, understanding. No thinking, just understanding. I'm saying, see, you are getting exposed to this first time.
No, I'm kind of getting at what you're saying, but to understand it requires a bit more.
That understanding is called journey, spiritual journey. So,
but I'm still stuck on that one question. Sorry.
What is the question?
Persistent. Is when you recognize the I, 4-5 people sitting in this room, and non-duality, you accept that. But is there intuitive also? I can appreciate what you're saying. But what is there, okay, it may not be a form, but when you, at one stage you're saying that our existence is energy.
Our manifesting is energy. Existence is real existence is I.
That I does that kind of manifest in a certain way.
Water appears as wave and form. Like that, I appears as body, mind, and the world. So your question is, when you recognize intuitively real I, you start experiencing the real I in everybody. Is there a form for that? There's no form. You see, intuitive understanding, the I alone is present in everybody, everywhere. Okay? Including the stone.
Yeah.
The stone has I present in the form of existence. The stone exists.
Yes.
So I exist. So as existence, I and stone are one, not at the body. So that deeper and deeper feeling happens. The side effect of that, is your emotional disturbance will come down. Raga, Dvesha, Kama, Krodha, Madamatsara, Moha, Lobha. All emotional disturbance will go down. And love alone is there because I only exist everywhere. There's a deep love and deep compassion arises as a side effect of Jnana.
Is that the same as Sadbhavana? When your emotions kind of, like you don't react to grief, nor do you get overjoyed.
Yeah, so you do not, it actually, the question is that Sadbhavana? I don't know where you heard the word called Sadbhavana. I'm saying Sadbhavana is a term. I don't know in what context they have used the word called Sadbhavana.
Not overreacting to anything.
Not overreacting to anything. It's called Sthita Prajnatva. It's called Dukeshu Anudigbanaha Sukeshu Vigataspraha Vetaraga Bhayakrodha Sthitadi Murichate. Joy and sorrow, you are equanimous.
Exactly.
Okay. Attraction and repulsion, you are equanimous. Bhaya and Krodha, fear and anger, you are equanimous. So that is called Sthita Prajnatva. Okay. I don't know, somebody has used the word called Sadbhavana in that.
In Marathi, I think it's
maybe. Okay. So that is the state a Jnani attains. Once you are establishing the real I. What prevents you from establishing the real I is the mind. Mind will keep you pulling down.
That's why the question came up. So when you don't get pulled down or pulled up, out of too much of joy, also you don't start jumping around. That kind of
equanimity. See, pulling up, mind gets pulled down in sorrow, mind gets pulled up in joy.
Okay.
But when you go beyond, when you go to Turiya, neither pulling up the mind or pulling down the mind affects you because you are the witness, Sakshi. You are not affected by that.
Okay.
So that getting established in the state is called Atma Jnana or Sthita Prajnatva.
Okay.
So if somebody is a realized self, he becomes equanimous. It's a side effect of realization. He'll be compassionate. He'll be loving. Emotional disturbance in his life will be very minimal. Correctly? Any questions for people on Zoom?
No.
Okay. If anybody has a question, others will go to the next question. What is Savikalpa and what is Nirvikalpa?